Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here, and I watched Monarch Legacy of Monster Season 2, Episode 3. I'm just gonna say this. Cheaters! Cheaters everywhere! Bill Randa was done dirty. I feel so sorry for the guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna really go into much of spoilers, so this is not really gonna be a long video. If you're thinking this is gonna be the episode where Godzilla comes and destroys Tokyo, no, it's not. Not yet, anyway. I do believe, personally, we are getting close to that. I know some people are, like, eager to see. There was one person on Twitter that said, where's the big guy, or the big lizard? And, I'll be honest with you, I do appreciate that they're building him up. Like, we got Kong in the beginning. Now, with Godzilla, I like how they're building up, because if any of us who've seen Godzilla films realize that sometimes they wait until, like, the near middle of the film to reveal him. I personally believe Godzilla will be showing up soon. I don't mind that we're getting more focus on Titan X. I think Titan X is very, very interesting. We don't know what her goal is yet, but I think we're gonna find out. One thing I will say, the opening scene with Titan X, the one scarab that's kind of just the straggler, goes out to her, and we see the whole swarm of them underwater. And actually, I like this scene because in not many monster films or shows that involve kaiju or Godzilla do we actually see them actually moving around and stuff under the water. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I just had supper, so a late supper, but my apologies. And Titan X doesn't seem evil. I don't know, but the reason why the one thing I will say is the last episode when we saw her, the reason why she attacked is because Lee kicked one of her scarabs. And, she immediately glowed reddish pink. And I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. But here, in the opening of this episode, we see all the scarabs going to her, and she rears out of the water, and I have to say, her eyes are beautiful. Like, very beautiful, dark ocean blue eyes. But she didn't look evil. She looked kind of gentle. Like, dare I say it, like, she wasn't glowing red or anything. She looked gentle. That's the best way I could put it, and I actually like that. Now, my quick little theory on Titan X, because in the second episode, they said it's like she doesn't want them following her. My thought is, what if Titan X is trying to head back to the village? And is like, maybe she was their protector and gave them food and the fish and bounty of the sea. And maybe she was their protector. Maybe a couple titans, maybe that we don't know about, showed up and they challenged her and she fended them off, you know? Because I will say this, not only is Titan X giving me a lot of Biollante vibes, you know, like I said, it's not just a plant, it's not a plant creature, but it's like a cephalopod with a reptilian head, just like an aquatic version of Biollante. But the other creature it's reminding me of is Legion from the Gamera movies. Legion had these little minions, these little tinier versions, like it's little minions, it's swarms, and it would use those. So my opinion is that if ever Titan X ever got into a fight, she just didn't have to rely on herself, but she would also rely on her little minions to help out. Because think about it, you got all these little things overwhelming you, snipping, biting, clawing at you, and we saw those things up close. They're nasty. So those would really come in handy, like to overwhelm. Because think about all those little cuts and little bites and scratches. That's going to hurt. That's going to start taking, and it may not take a toll right away. And also, I think it depends on what Titan she's facing. Probably if it's a weaker Titan, it could take effect pretty quick. But there are some Easter eggs. These I will talk about. I think one of them, the Monarch Red, is hinting at, it's called Red Monarch USSR in 1984, which ironically is connected to the MonsterVerse equivalent of Manda, Tiamat. Does this mean we're going to see Tiamat show up in the Lee Shaw series? That would be pretty cool, because I have to say, in A New Empire, Tiamat was absolutely gorgeous. Like the bioluminescent pink, and, you know, I was kind of bummed it's not Manda, but Legendary and MonsterVerse actually made a MonsterVerse version of their own interpretation of Manda, but not calling it Manda, Tiamat. Now, there is one thing I am kind of curious about. There was one of these reviewers saying that a monster was going to show up that is going to break the internet. Has that happened yet? If anyone knows, please, I don't know if it's happened already or not yet. Please, if someone knows, please let me know. Because they said it's going to be internet breaking. So it has to be a pretty big surprise and a pretty big character to make the internet break. You know? I don't think it's Mothra. We're already aware that Mothra's in the MonsterVerse, and I don't think it's King Ghidorah. I don't think it's Mechagodzilla, because they've already been shown to be in the MonsterVerse. So it's got to be someone new, and hopefully someone we know. Maybe a surprise for maybe what Season 3 may have to offer. Now, I am hoping at some point down the line we get more Toho monsters, because I think it would be nice if they mixed the old and the new. MonsterVerse monsters and Toho's creations. Also, speaking of Mothra, Mothra showed up in New York in 2001. It's really going to show how far these monsters have been in our world. And it was nice getting these little Easter eggs here and there. I do know they did say that these Easter eggs could be hinting at future shows. So I'm going to take a strong guess and say that Tiamat is going to show up in the Lee Shaw series, since it is it says USSR Red Monarch, 1984, and Lee Shaw series is taking place in 1984. But what I really like is 1984. I wonder who returned in 1984. Anyone? Anyone who knows? Also, the many references to the years, because they always have these little title cards of the year that whenever a certain event takes place, whether it's monster related or not, and it was 1962. And what big movie came out in 1962 that featured two of movie history's biggest monsters? I will say this, I'm not going to spoil anything, but cheaters everywhere, man. Poor Bill, poor Billy, poor Randa. I felt so sorry for him. There is not a lot of monster action in this episode. Not really. There's not really any, but the human drama, the emotion. Now, if they were to take this kind of talent for human emotion and put it in the MonsterVerse films, I don't think I don't think the audience would mind the humans that much. Yeah, of course, what are we going to see? We're going to see Godzilla and Kong and everyone else wreak havoc. But I never thought I'd be like, wow, I'm invested in the human characters. I want to see them get through this. Yeah, Yeah, I never thought this would happen. Like, I would actually be like rooting for the humans, enjoying them on the screen. I mean, not like rolling my eyes. Like, come on, bring the monsters already. I do believe Godzilla will show up soon. I personally believe he's going to show up either in number 4 or 5. I'm hoping he's teased in number 4, at the end of 4 at least, to say, hey, he's coming, he's on the way. But I'm kind of worried about this device. I won't say what the device is, but it was the reason why Godzilla woke up in season 1. So my question is this strange device going to be the one that brings Godzilla to Tokyo? Because that's going to be bad. That's going to be all on them if that's why Godzilla shows up. And it's not because of Titan X. Because Godzilla is an alpha. He hears that sound, that frequency, he's going to think either someone's summoning him or another Titan is challenging him. And if that's how he comes to Tokyo, I'm going to be like, guys, you just screwed up. You just endangered everyone in Tokyo. This is on you. But, I feel sorry for Randa, Billy Randa. Once again, the human drama is really good. Like I said before, I didn't expect to actually enjoy the humans. I'm always there to see the monsters wreak havoc and cause chaos. But actually, this is fun. This is really good. I know some people are going to be like, what the, like, oh, you know, this is being dragged out. But I actually enjoy it. I really think if they were to take this kind of talent with actors and put them in the movies, I think the MonsterVerse, the audience wouldn't mind the humans that much. The audience would not be like, oh, just get to the monsters already. You know? So yeah, I'd say this episode is a 6.5 out of 10. Not a lot of monster stuff, but really heavy and deep human drama. If you don't mind it, give it a look. There is one, on a side note, there is a person on Twitter named, I think his name is Real Kamunga, and he's trying to make some kind of petition or announcement to Legendary and everyone else who works on the show that for season 3 to bring in Kamakiris, the giant mantis, and Ebera into season 3. So I think his name is Real Kamunga. Go support him. He doesn't believe in AI. I just want to say that, but he did use AI to make the artwork. But he doesn't believe in it. But he's been trying to get a hold of Legendary and Apple TV to bring in Kamakiris and Ebera into season 3. Now, once again, if anyone sees this video, please tell me if that internet-breaking reveal has happened yet. Because I don't think it has. KDM, everyone has asked him about this big internet-breaking reveal, and he keeps mentioning Thailand. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I will say this, if the internet-breaking monster shows up, and I'm going to take a few guesses here. Maybe it's a Toho monster. I'm hoping Anguirus. Big spiky boy deserves some love. You know, maybe even Titanosaurus. I don't know. Maybe they decided to use a monster we did not see coming. You know, one of the ones that are not really known, but they had to get more love. You know, but yeah, and one more thing. CinemaCon. Godzilla Minus Zero is getting its first little reveal at CinemaCon, April 14th. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if we're gonna get actual footage in the internet, on YouTube. But, we're probably going to get a description and probably more reveals of what to expect from the story. And hopefully we'll get a final official reveal of if there is another monster in the movie. Also there might be, and also Warner Brothers is going to be there. Now, Godzilla X Kong Supernova is a little bit more up in the air. Nothing's been confirmed that it's going to be revealed there yet. But on one hand, keep your expectations low, but just be hopeful, okay? Godzilla X Kong Supernova might show up there. It could go 50-50. It could go either way. It could not. So, but just keep your expectations lowered so that in case it does not show up, you're not disappointed. But we are definitely getting -0 news. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. I will be doing another Monarch Season 2 review of Episode 4 when it comes out next year. Next year, oh my god. Sorry. Next week on the 20th. So, on March 20th, yeah. But, yeah. Monarch Legacy Monster Season 2 is keeping me very entertained. You know, and I do like that once again, they sprinkle in some monsters, but it is Monarch's story. But this one, 6.5 out of 10, it was good. The human drama is what made this episode strong. The Easter eggs, too. So, if you want to go check it out, check it out. So until next time, I am Draco Prime 220, signing off. And all hail the king, baby.